What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Brotherman Games here. And in the last episode, we just finally finished the job that Prince LaCroix wanted us to do by blowing up that Sabbat warehouse. So now all that we really need to do is just head to LA and report back to him. So let's talk to the cabbie here.
Where to?
Just drive. We're gonna go to downtown. So yeah, we finally left Santa Monica. Don't really have any... Oh, cutscene here. Oof. That probably hurts.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I'll remember that.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I'll try. Alright guys, welcome to a beautiful downtown LA. Alright, let's head over here. This is where the headquarters is of the prince, so we're just going to enter here. Go and report to him. Oh hey, it's our old friend Chunk. Let's go talk to him.
Hey there, Chief. Small world, huh? Yep, after that gallery, I didn't think I'd be able to get a job guarding a room full of jack squat from the Boogity Man. But then I get a call offering me this sweet night shift slot, and I'm back in the security game. Well, enough about my lucky break. You, here to see one of the bigwigs, Chief?
Yeah, I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Sebastian LaCroix.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Thanks.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. If you need any security, well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Thanks, Chunk. I'll just... Did you say Chunk?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Right. Be seeing you, Chunk. Okay. Chunk's a funny guy. Alright, we got an elevator just waiting right for us. Let's head up to the penthouse. And there he is, with his big Magilla Gorilla bodyguard
There you
there,
are.
no less.
I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes, that is...
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
The Santa Monica Kindred were a little two-faced, but that's about
A
it.
taste of what's to come. You have no idea. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
I guess. What exactly do I have to do?
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the Kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
Yes, go on.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Oh, what do you need me to do?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yes.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He asked me to visit him at the last round.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
I'll go see him right away.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so... if you guys remember from when I turned the TV on in the second episode, yeah, that ship that showed up that was completely deserted, that's what LaCroix has interest in. Let's take a look at our stats here. See if we can upgrade anything. Let's upgrade our hacking. Actually, sorry, just want to take it. Alright, we're gonna need 15 for blood theft. Hell is that? Oh, these people. Huh, odd. Okay, not that way. I think we need to head down this way. Yeah, downtown can be a little bit of a maze. But, yeah, this is the way we need to go. This right here is the Tremere Chantry. Actually, yeah, we're gonna pay a visit here first. From that letter, that we had on our desk in our lair in Santa Monica. It's from here. Let's go pay the head of our chantry a visit. This place is pretty creepy. Another kind of cool thing about this place is, yeah, the halls, they just keep going and going and going. Yeah, but here we go, and there's Strauss. So we'll go talk to him.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yeah, I got it. I'm assuming you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What is this place?
Ah, yes. Forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I. But there is much you have yet to learn about our clan.
You're of the Tremere clan?
Yes. This new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able.
What did you mean, embraced within the pyramid?
The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the chantry who are my charges, and I have a lord who watches over me and other local regents, and so on. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and laws that we adhere to, so the circumstances of your embrace were, let us say, unconventional. Therefore, you are outside the pyramid.
I see. Can I get inside the pyramid? Be an apprentice?
Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a consideration. Tremere guard their secrets well. Perhaps it is something we will speak of later.
I see. Tell me what a chantry is.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. And you're a regent? What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
I'm new around here, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in Kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate the advice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah? Why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Dude, that shit is whack.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local Anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Maybe I could look into this epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
I'll remember that. I have a few more questions for you.
What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Camarilla.
The Camarilla? It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
I see. Can I ask you a few more questions about the Camarilla?
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Are all vampires a part of the Camarilla?
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla. And the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Yeah. Good thing Nines Rodriguez was there to help me out.
Yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
You're probably right.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Your purposes? Aren't your purposes and the prince's the same?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's alright, you can trust me. What is your true opinion of him?
I have overstepped my bounds. I will say no more.
Alright, let's learn a little bit more.
What else?
Why aren't the Anarchs in the Camarilla?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
An interesting observation. I still have a few more questions.
What else?
Oh yeah, that's all
What is it?
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Alright, never mind. I'm out of here. See ya. Okay, so, yeah, there's some sort of epidemic going on. Oh, this is right back. Yeah, this place is super duper confusing. There we go. Yeah, we'll take a stop by the last round, and we're also going to go and talk with a guy named Fat Larry, and that's F with an FAT because he's got a weight problem. He just don't give a fuck. Take a stop at the last round. Alright, this is the Anarch little headquarters here. There's our boy Jack. We're gonna go talk with him first.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
I didn't get to do much sightseeing.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
You could say that, yes.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
I ran into Nines.
Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? He said you guys let those Sabbat go, too. Nines must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun?
How do you think the Sabbat found me?
Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabbat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
You really think that's possible?
Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely? Knowing where you're going and all that.
Why would LaCroix help the Sabbat?
I'm not saying he's working with the Sabbat. I know he ain't. But he sure as hell could have put the word out there on the street where the Sabbat would pick up on it. Just chew on that.
I could see that.
That's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now.
That's what I call dirty politics.
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. Because Prince LaCroix said so.
You don't follow his rules?
Ah, kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
Why did the prince send me to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
I don't get it. Why did he want to kill me?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
So how come I'm still standing here?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Vents were born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
You're not into public relations, Jack?
Yeah, man, it's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
Is LaCroix afraid of Nines? I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is a boss. That's rich.
Yeah, I think he's got that Napoleon thing going on.
Facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play-nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Who is everyone?
The free-living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label Anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Does got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah.
Tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
How long has the Anarch movement existed?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean, anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
It's good to know your history.
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide on worth fighting for.
How can you win, though?
Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future.
Does Nines share your vision?
You bet, kid.
Is he in charge here?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
What about the rest of Nines' crew?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nines crew.
What clan are you?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
Got a few more questions.
Moving right along.
Tell me about the Sabbat.
Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads?
I hope not.
Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
What's wrong with them?
The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
Got a few more
Moving
questions.
right along.
Tell me about the Camarilla.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Do you just think all Camarilla are bad?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
How do you know who's the bad guy then?
Camarilla membership is 95% victims, 5% evil bastards. But make sure and understand, any of those victims points a gun at me, they get drained and slaughtered like sheep.
What about me? Am I part of the problem or what?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it.
I don't think I'm there yet.
That's why you're sitting here listening. School's in, kiddo.
Maybe the Camarilla has a point. There's nothing wrong with discipline.
Beware the protection of wolves.
I've got a few more questions.
Moving right along.
Tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Moving right.
Alright. Just...
on your-
Actually, I'm out of here. Yeah. Let's talk another vampire over here.
Poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What errand does the prince have you running today, boy?
Funny. Is Nines Rodriguez around here?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon. I'm skilled. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
Yeah. Alright, you got a few minutes to talk?
What's up?
None of this vampire shit makes any sense to me.
You've got to understand, Kindred. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel,
Curse?
that blood is a tangle of chains that's going to leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
Why do you say that?
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call, but the blood will, and it'll make you obey.
How can you break free?
That shit stretches all the way back to Cain. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you gon' feel that shit. Like it or not.
Who's Cain?
Cain, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, man.
You mean Cain from the Bible? Really? Is that true?
Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not sure I want to know.
I hear you, but where are you going with this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
What have you got against the Camarilla?
Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. Masquerade and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the Ten Commandments. You know the Ten Commandments, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
I see your point.
See, we weren't meant to live like that. Man, I followed someone else's rules for 3 years in Vietnam, but it wasn't until after the embrace that I understood real oppression.
So the Anarchs are the way, huh?
Anarchs, we are the only ticket to free living in the afterlife, my friend.
What about Nines? Isn't he just like the prince of the Anarchs? Actually, I'm gonna say, but you agree with the Masquerade?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. The Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla lady. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Amen.
You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Tell me about it.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. It's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name's Pat. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more.
Doesn't she understand he's gone?
Man, she's been told he was dead. She don't listen. Just asks again louder. Man, junkie. She's gonna make a scene and get us all some real heat.
What kind of heat are you talking about?
Vampire hunters, man. You start doing stupid shit and breaking the Masquerade and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me. Hunters are the kind of trouble you don't want.
Alright. So about your little problem with Patty.
Just crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
I'll do it to uphold the Masquerade.
Have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
I'll find her and take care of it. See ya. Head up here. And we got just a... Yeah, we're going to be talking to a lot of people this episode, but just 3 more or so.
That chased you in here, Cammy?
What are you talking about?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
What do you mean again?
Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less above your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand boy out of it.
Did I do something to piss you off?
As long as you're a tool for some cape, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off.
What's a cape?
Cape, Cammy. Camarilla elders? The ones that have been around so long they think candlelight's a keen invention? You're doing their dirty work and you don't even know it.
What alternative do I have?
You want an alternative? Being here. That's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix rolled in.
Pissed? I don't know about LaCroix. I'm cool with Nines, though.
Cammy, I don't apologize often, but it's just with all the shit that's been going down lately. And on top of it, this plague bearer getting the CDC's attention, maybe I misjudged you, honestly.
Plague bearer?
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed them. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. And that gets sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
The Anarchs helped me out before. Where do I start?
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
I'll go check it out.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
I'll ask around right now. Bye, damsel. Alright, and let's just talk with Nines.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Aren't you part of the Camarilla?
Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be. Which is, of course, the biggest little horseshit a man ever heard.
So, what are you all about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
The Anarch Free State?
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the Anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
Sounds like you're the
No
prince of the
such
Anarchs.
thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
One more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me how to fight?
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Thanks for all your help, Nines.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Okay. Alright, so we got a couple jobs to do. Yeah, I'm sorry that this episode's pretty much just been filled with conversations and talking, but that's kind of what makes this game compared to like other RPGs that more just sort of focus on the combat or actions. You know, it's the people that you meet. Because, hey, you know, we're undead, but we're people too, you know, and each person sort of has their own motives and, you know, personalities. They're all just very unique, you know? Just going to meet up with one person. That's Fat Larry. He's sort of the guy that we can get gear from. He's just over here, and then we're probably going to call it an episode. That over there is the club that we'll be going to for that one job.
Player, what's the score? How they hang? Good evening and all that commotion. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mac, the only store for all your needs after 10 o'clock. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause I know I got a weight problem, I just don't give a fuck.
You sell counterfeit basketball jerseys or something?
Counterfeit? Man, I look like one of those peanut-headed rock-smoking brothers selling SHACK shirts they made at their mama's house. I'm the real deal OG man in the alley with what you need. Counterfeit? Man, why you gotta be like that?
Alright, alright. Why don't you show me... Actually, I was gonna say, put your money where your mouth is and show me what you got, fat boy.
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, you know, business.
Show me the merchandise. We can get ourselves a Mac 10 and a Glock. Definitely gonna spend heavy clothing. Yeah, this is just gonna increase our armor rating, so definitely gonna need that. Gonna get some more shotgun shells. That should be enough for now. And yeah, let's get ourselves a Mac 10. And you know what? Yeah, let's buy a Glock 19, because why the hell not? You know, we don't really need that pea shooter anymore, but we'll definitely get Glock 19. There we go. That's enough for now. Yeah, why not? Nah, police special. Alright, so just gonna equip this, and so now, yeah, we have a new sort of outfit. All looking kind of styling now with a little suit jacket. Alright, so just gonna end the episode here. this has been Brotherman Games. Thank you all so much for watching. And in the next episode, we're going to be exploring a little bit more of downtown LA, talk to a few more people, get some more quests, and do some jobs as well. Alright, take care guys. Bye-bye.